Listen, the media is not always going to get it right. They're in it to report the news as accurate as possible. Well, that's what it's supposed to be. You want to be able to report it as accurate as possible. Of course, there's the aspect you hate that it's like this because you don't want to be in you don't want it to be like this. You wanted people to take their time and report things as accurate as possible, but everybody's in a competition, so you still have to be quick, because what's going to set your site or publication out, what's going to set it apart for people to come to your product or your publication first, to be the go-to for news. And so everybody's trying to be quick and trying to get the news out there. Now in the mainstream, I can't say that's entirely the case. And the alternative, the quote-unquote alternative media, they're not absolved from any of this at all. You have bad actors within that realm also. But the mainstream's been pushing, complete propaganda, and they don't care what's real or fake. But a lot of these publications, especially online, they've been exposed, or they've made a mistake. We're talking about with this Aretha Franklin news, with this transgender group, TCMA, that's the acronym, or the abbreviation. I forget what it means. This quote-unquote group that called, probably about a week ago, called for Aretha Franklin's song Natural Woman to be removed, because it's harmful and it's offensive to transgender, quote-unquote transgender women. And these media sites all reported on it and ran with it. But they forgot to do one thing. They didn't go out of their way to contact the group, even see if the group is a real organization, see its roots or whatnot. And so here comes, when everything's circulating, here comes a week later, and now the group is saying that they're a parody/satire account. They have it up in their Twitter bio now. What was funny is, if you look at some of their tweets that they've been posting over the past week, they were asking particular sites like Daily Mail why they've made a story on this, but haven't contacted them to see what they think about it. Now, I've seen some things trying to say saying it was a satire a satire parody account is a cop-out and whatnot. I believe it's really a parody account. It's funny because it shows how the news today, it's hard to tell what's real or fake or what's parody. But you got to look at the origins of the organizations and see, what they've got going on. You'll see a lot of this stuff is coming from legitimate organizations who are saying crazy shit like this. So people see this all in the news, and it's hard to tell. Everything looks like satire nowadays. Everything looks like a joke. They put this type of news out. They put these goofy ideas out and try to call sensible, logical people crazy, because they know that there's just a lot of sheep that are just going to go along with anything that sounds good. Don't care how ridiculous it is. Whatever's favorable, whatever sounds like it's the moral high ground, You know, a lot of people are going to take that because everybody wants to be a part of something. Especially in this day of age where everybody's, you know, so linked to these social media. So it's just, there's a lot less physical or up close socialization going on nowadays, where people are going out, you know, interacting with each other. Not to say it doesn't happen, but it's a lot less of that, especially amongst children. Just drive around your neighborhoods. Wait till summertime. You ain't got to do it right now. It's winter. You know, it's cold in most parts of America, but wait till the summertime and just drive around your neighborhoods and just take a look. And then think about how it was back in the day. It was all out there doing all type of stuff. All type of kids all outside. Now they're stuck playing Call of Duty or Fortnite or some shit. Socializing online. Nobody wants to come outside anymore. And the parents, you know, allow it. Most parents. So a lot of that contributes to people wanting to be a part of something. They're going to find some type of way to be a part of something, especially something that they feel strongly about. But now, you know, it's a cruel joke for this account to do this, because you had a lot of people that were jumping behind what they had going on, because like I said, it's no different from the news that we've been getting on a daily basis. Shit, when I first saw it, I thought it was real, because it's consistent with the stuff you've been hearing. I thought it was real. But at the same time, you definitely had to question it. A lot of people questioned it, because where were you hearing this at? And that's where you have to think. Even with a lot of these ideas and a lot of these news stories that come out, ones that aren't parody, you got to think, who is saying this? Who is saying this? Is it an idea that's being planted into our minds, and then, you know, wow, because people see it in the news, they think it's a movement that's actually going on. And so now they adopt that same idea, and now they actually want to ban it. Because I'm pretty sure, and I haven't taken a look, but I can pretty much guarantee you that, because I said prior that you didn't hear nobody saying this before it, but I'm pretty positive that afterwards, after the article came out, you had people that were actively supporting this and wanted this to happen. That's how easy it works. I can't confirm because I haven't looked yet, but I'll take a look afterwards. But I can pretty much bet, especially on Twitter and how a lot of their users behave. I can bet my bottom dollar that a lot of people jumped on board with this BS. But yeah, why didn't media, like they do most times, why didn't they go out of their way to find out the origins, the footprint of this group, to see if they're even legitimate? Hey, we all make mistakes. It's just a lesson that has to be learned. You know, most of them aren't going to change up because they want to push propaganda. But for the ones that want to be sincere and want to be a legitimate media site, hey, we all make mistakes. Just learn from it. That's simple. We made mistakes before. We'll make mistakes in the future. Just learn from it. Who was that scientist a few months ago? He posted that telescope picture saying it was a distant galaxy or something, or I think he said it was the sun or something like that. Everybody was enamored and amazed by it. And then he said, and he's a legitimate scientist, and then he says, nah, I'm just joking. It's an up close picture of a chorizo. And everybody's all mad. Oh, how could you do this? And that's not funny. No, he's just showing you. He's showing you the flaw within society, how people just buy anything. Politics, religion, any information, they just buy whatever's fed to them. And they run with it. And then they want to impose it on everybody else. Sad. So let me know what you think about this. Think that parody aside, cruel joke? Think it was a cruel joke, horrible thing to do? Or you think that it was needed? But Aretha Franklin, her song is safe. For now. It ain't going nowhere. But let me know what you think. Holla at me in the comment section. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe. It's the Grit Culture. I'll holler at y'all later.